I built this whole inventory system by just talking to Claude Code. This is a complete full stack application with proper front end and back end. We used Next.js, Prisma, Tailwind CSS, and SQLite to complete this application. Let me quickly show you what features we are going to build within this application. We will have proper login system that will protect our routes, protect our application. Then we will have products, a separate products page with SKU, category, quantity, price, reorder level, etc. Then we will have stock in, stock out, movement log, automatic low stock alerts, and finally we will implement dashboard page where we will be displaying stock value, low stock count, and a chart. So let's begin. I already have opened the folder in my VS Code. It is currently empty, so let's open the Claude. Before opening Claude, let me show you the current version of the Claude. I'm currently using 2.1.158. Let's start Claude. Okay, I'm currently using Opus 4.8 1 million context window. Let's see what effort I'm using. I'm currently using, but I will move it to Ultracode to have maximum power so that it can build something. So just select that. Before we begin, first of all, I will create the core files like the basic starter project. So let me ask it, please create a Next.js app with bunx in this folder. I'm using bunx because bunx is very fast and it is even better than pnpm. It will save us a lot of time. So let me hit enter and wait for some time so that it can create the Next.js project for us. Alright, our Next.js application is installed and you can see all files are there. Next, before we start actually building the application, I would highly recommend you to install a front-end design skill in your project, in your Claude Code, because we don't want another AI slop design. We want proper production grade design. So for that, Anthropic has a specific skill called front-end design, and this is official skill that you can fully trust and install it. So to install that skill, you just need to run this command /plugin install frontend-design at Claude plugins official. Hit enter and it will be installed. As I already have installed it, so that's why you see it is saying plugin is already installed. If this command doesn't work, then that means the marketplace is not installed yet in your computer, in your Claude Code. So you first have to install the Anthropic's official marketplace. So in that situation, you should run this command /plugin marketplace add Anthropics /Claude Code. So if you, after running that command, this specific skill will be available to be installed in your computer. You just need to run command after installing the marketplace. So as everything is installed, we are ready to start implementing. So first of all, we will implement this product in 4 stages. In the first stage, we will implement the foundation of this project, the core features, and here is my prompt that I'm gonna run. The prompt is build the foundation of an inventory management system in this Next.js project. For now, only build a clean modern SaaS dashboard layout with a sidebar. Think linear or stripe, and then a products page with list, create, edit, delete with these fields on every product, and show a clear low stock badge on any product whose quantity is at or below its reorder level. Use Prisma with SQLite, seed 12 realistic sample products across a few categories, some of them low on stock. Do not build stock movements, a dashboard or login yet. We will add those next, one at a time. So use the front-end design skill and commit to one cohesive, trustworthy aesthetic. So this one is important. Here I am literally specifying that which skill it has to use to implement this. And don't hit enter yet, because I want to mention another thing, that you should always create a plan first, then execute that plan after reviewing that plan. This is my personal practice, that whenever I start working on any product or any product development, I first have Claude Code to create a plan. It creates a plan and I review it. If I like it, then I execute that plan. I approve that plan. And if I don't like it, or if I have some objections, or if I need some changes, I just specify them. Then Claude Code keep improving the plan until I'm satisfied. So if you go with that approach, then the quality of your product will be way higher than the person who is building the application without any plan. Without wasting any time, shift to plan mode. To switch to the plan mode, you just need to press and hold the shift button and keep pressing tab button multiple times until you see this plan mode here at the bottom. Okay, let's hit submit. Wait for some time. It will explore our project. Okay, now it is exploring everything. It is researching on Prisma, researching on Next.js 16 and bunx. It is using the context 7 MCP server that I already had installed in my Claude. So it is making use of that. So that will be very helpful to give it the up-to-date knowledge. And it is also doing the internet research to make sure that it has everything before starting the plan. Alright, now it is loading the front-end design skill that we had specified in our requirement. It is reading that front-end design skill so that it can implement proper aesthetics on our application. Okay, it presented some questions to me, so I have to select some options. So about aesthetics, it gave me 3 options that which cohesive aesthetic should the system commit to. So we have ledger, console, dark, linear like. Then we have this one, the light, stripe like. So I think let's pick the first one, ledger, and see how it looks. And then in the second question, it is asking how should creating and editing a product feel. One reusable form component is used either way. This only changes the wrapper. So we have 3 options: centered, model, right side, slide over, or dedicated pages. So for editing products, I think this one is better, and it is also recommended where it will show a centered model whenever you try to create a product or try to edit it. So let's select that and hit submit the answers. Alright, plan is here and ready for the approval. Let's skim through it quickly and approve it. So here is some context, like we have Next.js application and what we are going to implement, and here are the decisions that it made for this application, and then these are the dependencies, and here this is a file tree that we are going to see. After project is implemented, we will have dashboard route. So this is how Prisma schema going to look like. We will have product model. Then we will create the seed file. It will begin this data set as the seed data. And these are the libraries that it is going to develop for us. It will implement these design tokens to stick with it throughout the entire design development of this application. I'm satisfied with this plan, but in your case, if you are not satisfied, then you can just go to the option 4 and type the reason that why you are not satisfied, or what else you want, or what changes you want in this plan. You can just type and submit. It will make changes in the plan. So I will just select the first option, yes, and use auto mode. Okay, the implementation has been started. So plan is approved. Let's open the left sidebar just to keep an eye that what is happening there. So first of all, it is creating a list of tasks so that it can keep tracking what is being done and what is completed so that it doesn't get lost. So the first task is about setup Prisma and SQLite, where it will create schema, migration, and seed. Okay, it just created the schema.prisma file. And let me quickly show you what it has built. We have the product model here and data source with SQLite. And these are the fields. The migration is also applied to this dev.db file. So this is the SQLite file that it created. Migrations are here. This is the migration file. And it also has written the seed file that is here. So it ran the seed that it created and seed was succeeded. All 12 products were created in database. Alright, task 1 and 2 was completed. Now the ledger design system, and it will working on the globals.css file, fonts and root layout. So let's watch and see. Okay, in the global.css file, it added some styles and all of the design tokens. Alright, 3 tasks are completed. Now it is working on the dashboard shell. Within that, it will create the route group layout. Within that, it is creating the layout, sidebar and top bar. Okay, task 4 is also completed. Now it is starting the next task, that is about products page and CRUD, where table, form, dialog, server actions will be implemented. Alright, everything is done. It has completed its testing, and here is a summary that what was built, and here is the details how to run the project. So let's copy the command and open a new terminal and let's run it. So server is running now on port 3000. So let's open the Google Chrome, and here is the application. Look at the design. So this is amazing, really professional. So currently we can see the products page where there are some seeded data, some products where we have some items out of stock as well, and some in stock, and some are showing the badge of low stock. You can delete any product, you can edit any product, and see how nicely the dialog appears. It looks very professional. And if you want to create a new product, it will work. So let me add a test product, and in the SKU let's add something. In the category, select a category. In the stock, let's add 2, unit price maybe $20, and here you can set the reorder level and select add product, and our product was added in the real time. And we have total 13 products now. 6 items at or below reorder level, and you can delete as well. And we have a warning dialog, and it worked. Excellent. This was a great foundation that Claude Code has built so far. And look at this number. It took me around 39 minutes to create this stage 1 foundation, but this is great progress so far. Because this is the main thing, the main core feature that was needed to be developed before adding more feature on top of it. So as we have the foundation ready, we can continue the iteration and work on next stages. So for the stage number 2, we are going to build the stock page and the movements page. For that, I will use this prompt, and the prompt is now add stock management as 2 new pages in the sidebar. A stock page that lists all products with quick stock in and stock out controls that increases or decreases a product's quantity by amount I enter. The low stock badge updates automatically when a product crosses its reorder level. Then it will create a movements page showing a log of every stock change, like product, type, amount, resulting quantity, timestamp. So let's hit enter and see what it makes. In the Prisma file, it just made some changes. It created a new model, that is stock movement. And now it is running the migration. Migration was applied. And at the bottom, these are the all tasks it will work on. And I think it is almost done. Now it is working on the second task about building stock in out server actions. That task is completed. Now it is working on the build stock page with list and adjust controls. Okay, now it is working on the build movements log page task. So it has enabled the stock and movements pages. So sidebar is wired. Now it is just doing the verification. Now it is going to run an adversarial multi-agent review over the stock management changes. Independent reviewers. So the workflow is started. So remember, in the beginning of this video, we selected Ultracode mode, and because of that, workflow feature was activated. Now it is using that workflows feature to properly make use of it. So now it is just waiting for one dynamic workflow to finish that it started earlier. And you can see all of the workflows that are running here. Actually, let me select it. There is a arrow down icon here to select and view it. So let's do that. So I have selected, let's hit enter. And you see that we have two phases, review and verify. And in the review, there were 4 agents that were working. And in the verify, we have total 15 agents that are working altogether to verify that everything is according to our needs. And let's press escape to go back. And there's something very interesting here. We have burnt around 3.4 million tokens so far on this workflow. And here we can see the amount of tokens that were spent on all of these agents. So every agent is eating up around 150k tokens, 150 tokens. Okay, dynamic workflow review is, I guess, completed. We got the response. All right, everything is completed, and here is a summary what was shipped. Currently the server is not running, so let's start it again. So let me run this command. Okay, server is now live. Let's reload the page, and here on the left side we have 2 buttons that are enabled in the left sidebar. So let's click on the stock. These are the stocks and these are the movements. Currently movements page is empty. Let's make some interaction and we will then check the movements page again. For example, on this product or on this AeroPress original, in stock there are 31 products, and under reorder field we have 10 number. So you can just remove like this. I can click on this out button several times. You can add bigger number here as well, like maybe 5. Now you can, if you click on out, it will subtract number 5. Let me subtract 8 number from it. Okay, you see that as soon as the in stock number became equal to the reorder, the status was changed from in stock to low stock. And even if I go down, the low stock badge will stay there. But as soon as you go above the reorder number, now we have in stock 11 numbers and reorder number is 10, then the status badge is changed from low stock to in stock. And let's look at the movements page and see we have all of the logs, all of the movements that we just made. We have the read-only history about everything, that what was changed and what was removed and when it was done, on which product this action was applied. So far everything is looking very interesting. So now let's move on to the phase or stage number 3 about implementing the dashboard with proper charts and other useful visual stuff. So for that, let's go back to the Claude Code, but this time I want to make a change something. Remember in the beginning, I had set the effort level to Ultracode, but this is, I guess, too much, and it spending too much effort on it that it is taking forever for me to complete this video. So I believe that product or for this specific video, we don't need that much effort. So we can just keep it at high or medium and it will still work perfectly fine for our rest of the tasks. So let's select that so that we can save our time and tokens. And now let's add this prompt where we are asking it to add a dashboard as a home page, total number of products, total stock value, sum of quantity multiplied by unit price, a low stock count, and a bar chart of total stock quantity by category. So let's hit enter and see how it goes. I'm hoping that this time it should implement things rapidly because we have selected the medium effort, and really I see the speed has increased a lot. Earlier it was taking a lot of time. Alright, it's completed. Dashboard is built as the home page and verified. Start the server again and reload dashboard, and let's go to the dashboard and look at the dashboard. It looks really nice and minimalist. This looks very professional. So you look at this, we have 4 cards, total products, total stock value, low on stock. So there are total 5 products that are low on stock, and we have all stocks by category. And now let's go to the stock and make some changes. I will add one more item in the stock, and the low stock label or badge will be replaced with a green badge. And also from the dashboard, the stock low on stock number will be reduced from 5 to 4. So let's try that. I just added one item in the stock, and it is total items in stocks are 6. And if we go to the dashboard, now the number is reduced down to 4. All right, so this is great that we have built so far. Now let's work on the final stage, that is login feature. So let's go back to the Claude Code, and here let's enter our prompt. The prompt is finally add a simple username and password login that protects the whole app. Seed one demo user. Username should be admin. The password should be admin123. No sign up, no roles, no password reset. Just keep auth minimal. So let's submit and see how it goes. Here it just added a new model in schema.prisma with just ID, username and password hash. Now it is going to seed the admin user by running some commands. Alright, admin is seeded. Alright, the feature is completed. Now let's start our server once again and go back to the browser, reload it. And this time it took us to the login page because we were not logged in yet. And even if I try to access the dashboard products, it will not allow us to access that route because this is fully protected. Now let's use these login details, admin and admin123, and let's click on sign in. And here we are inside our dashboard, and on the bottom left side you see that we have these two new items. First one is the name of the admin. The initials of the admin are of the person who is logged in, and we have the sign out button. You can just click on it and sign out. So everything is working perfectly fine. Let's sign in once more. And we have implemented all of the stages. Now let me test one last thing, the responsiveness in the mobile application. So now I have opened the iPhone 14 or 12 Pro Max. Currently the layout looks terrible in the mobile phone. So let me take a screenshot of it and give it to Claude Code, have him to fix it. So I have provided it with the image and some description of the problem. Now let's start this server once more and go back here and look at the design in the mobile. It looks perfect for the mobile devices. Let me switch to the iPad mini. Yes, it looks great in the iPad as well. Still there are some issues in the iPad, but it is much better. So let me actually take some screenshots and ask it to fix it. So I have provided the screenshots of the issues that were visible in the iPad mini, so it will fix it soon. Okay, it has fixed the changes. Let's go back to the browser and see it is working perfectly fine in the iPad mini as well. So I'm hoping that in most of the devices it should be fixed now. Now you see that the products page also looks, and everything is perfect. Stocks page is looking good. Let me go back to the iPad 12. And it is looking perfect in the iPad 12 as well. And the dashboard is also looking great. And now let's close the mobile view, and desktop version is still looking perfect. All right, so everything is done. Now let me give you a final walkthrough from sign in to every feature or every page that we have built so far. So let's quickly log in and test every feature to make sure everything is still fine. So sign in is working. And after that, we have the products page. We can add as many products as we want. Hello world and some SKU code. Supplies in stock, we have 4 in stock. I will just add 4 items. Unit price maybe 50. Reorder level should be add product. Okay, so product is added, and I can just change the stock of my new product by adding more items or maybe removing some items. As soon as I removed the items and it went lower than the reorder or equal to the reorder number, then the low stock option reappeared. So everything is still working, and now the low on stock number raised from 5 to 6. So I think that's all we wanted to achieve in this video. And I will provide you the source code GitHub in the description below, so you can get it from the description. If you think that I provided you some value, then please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get notified for my upcoming videos, and also please like and share this video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next project.